Miami Heat are expected to be at the front of the line to sign Bradley Beal. Sources told Clutch Points other teams expected to pursue Beal include the Lakers, Clippers, Warriors, and the Bucks. Detroit and Denver have been mentioned as potential suitors for Beal. The Suns and Bradley Beal's agent, Mark Braunstein, are working through terms of a buyout that will be agreed upon soon. Beal will quickly prioritize his top fits and make a decision on a new team. The Beal trade will go down as the worst move in franchise history for Phoenix, and I'm surprised he's bending and folding because before he said he's not leaving. He said no matter what, him and his family like Phoenix, and they're not leaving. So I'm actually very surprised they're working on a buyout. Now, when you have like the Lakers and the Bucks and the Clippers, I would be surprised to see Bradley Beal choose the Miami Heat. I will say, if he comes to the Miami Heat, he can really be Bradley Beal. Score the basketball. I still think he's a good player. I think he averaged like 18 points last season. He's not garbage. The problem is that he's inconsistent with his injuries and everything like that. And at the end of the day, we really didn't see much of Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and Bradley Beal together. The Los Angeles Clippers are a team to watch as a potential suitor for Andrew Wiggins per Greg Sylvander, and shout out to 5 Reasons. It's like what I said with the Lakers trade. Andrew Wiggins is not garbage. He's 30 years old, he's in the middle of his prime, and he's a champion. That is supposed to get you a first-round pick in the NBA. If Andrew Wiggins can't get you a first-round pick, what can? And I've been waiting for people to tell me. They're like, oh, but in the Cleveland series, he was trash. Yes. However, he was also dealing with injury. So I can understand. Prior to the injury, bro, the man had like 2 40-point games back-to-back. He can still score. He's an athletic guy, and he's a great wing defender. And to be honest, that is someone that they could use next to Kawhi and James Harden. No matter what that trade is, I need a first-round pick coming from Andrew Wiggins. Point blank period. All these other teams can get 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 first-round picks for role players. And we asked for 1 first-round pick for Andrew Wiggins, and all of a sudden it's illegal. Oh, it's fleecing. It's robbery. He's not worth it. He's trash. It's absolutely ridiculous and disrespectful. Now you have Bam, who was interviewed by Ashley Nicole Moss. Dwayne Wade's the greatest player to walk through, and I have on a Heat jersey. When I retire, that's how I want to feel. I want to feel like it was D. Wade and there's Bam, the 2 greatest to ever wear a Heat jersey. That's how I think about when I retire. Let's get into the video.
When it's all said and done and you look back on your career, and let's say in a perfect world, you're a Heat lifer. And as the face of the franchise now, that's a very strong possibility. What does that look like to you?
Wow. Obviously, I picture my way is like D Wade's. Yeah. You know, he's the greatest player to ever walk through and have on a Heat jersey. When I retire, that's how I want to feel. I want to feel like it was D Wade and it was Bam, the 2 greatest to ever wear a Heat jersey. That's how I think about when I retire.
Which I think that's quite possible. I really do think it could be D. Wade and then Bam Adebayo, but it's like what all Miami Heat fans want. We want an aggressive Bam Adebayo. We want a true leader, Bam Adebayo. When Bam Adebayo first came out and said he didn't want to be the captain, that was a red flag for me, and I think it's changed. Why? Because all his teammates, especially over last year, said he was a great leader, and he really did keep the locker room together, but he's going to have to put the franchise on his back. I'm not saying 30 and 10 and 30 and 40. I'm not saying these absolutely ridiculous stats. But at the same time, I'm going to need to see an aggressive Bam who is willing to go out there and actually put the team on his back. Go out there and be aggressive. Go out there and score. He's going to be on a max contract. He's going to be held to that max standard. Have the Miami Heat always put him in the best position to win? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. With the bad roster construction, bad asset management, they finally got a 5 for him. They finally put him at his true position. So the Miami Heat franchise has some blame to why Bam is the way he is. But now that he really is the captain, now that he is the guy, the franchise guy, and he said it out of his own mouth, he wants to be behind D. Wade, and that's fine. But you need to come out and show that. I know a lot of people are talking about trading Bam these past few seasons, to get picks and to get role players, pretty much a huge overhaul and reset the team. There's some people right now talking about trading Tyler and just blowing up the whole roster. So there's a lot going on right now, and I need Bam Adebayo to step up. Hit that subscribe button, and thank you for all the support.